If you're gluten intolerant, or even if you're not, gluten-free biscuits are a good choice. I'm Nancy Holt, and I'm going to show you how to make some gluten-free biscuits. So there are several steps in doing this. You're going to gather your supplies, you're going to put them all together, you're going to knead the dough, you're going to roll it out, you're going to cut them out, and then you're going to bake them. So my husband found out a few years ago that he was gluten intolerant, so we've had to adjust some of our recipes to get some that taste good and that also bake well. So this one works fairly well. So first we're going to preheat our oven to 425, which I've already done, and we're going to put our ingredients together, which is 2 cups of flour, and we're going to sift all of our dry ingredients together first. A tablespoon of sugar, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and a half a teaspoon of salt. So we sift them together so that all the ingredients are mixed a little better before we start anything else. It also lightens the flour. Then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of shortening and a 1/4 cup of you can either use butter or margarine. And we'll put them in little dollops so that it's easier to mix it in. And with my pastry cutter, we're going to incorporate that into the flour. So you want to mix it in until it's just a little crumbly. So it should look something like this. So next we're going to add our dry ingredients, or our wet ingredients. And it's 2/3 cup of milk and an egg. So we're going to stir those together just till it comes together. And it'll be a little sticky, but not too bad. So now we're ready to get our hands in it. So we're going to flour the surface of our table here just a little bit so it doesn't stick to the table. And we're going to knead it about 15 to 20 times just so it kind of comes together. So now we're ready to roll them out. So we're going to take our rolling pin and roll them out. And a good rule of thumb when you're rolling them out is to roll them about half the depth of your biscuit cutter. And we're going to get our pan ready or put them on. So now we're ready to cut them out. I like to flour my cutter so it doesn't stick. So when you're making your gluten-free biscuits, there are several steps. You're going to get your ingredients and your supplies together. You're going to knead the dough. You're going to roll the dough. You're going to cut them out, and then you're going to bake them. So here's the finished product. Enjoy.